Good afternoon. News for Friday, June 5. I'm Shamela Pullen. Here's what we have in the bulletin.
Government reassures overseas employment program expansion. UTEC president backs education. And later in sports, Reggae Girls captain Khadija Bunny Shaw nominated for Professional Player of the Year in England.
Joining us, know the details. The Manchester police are probing the execution-style killings of a father and son at their house in New Forest in the south of the parish early this morning. The murders are suspected to be linked to lottery scamming. The deceased have been identified as 60-year-old Hubert Ferguson, also known as Bestie, and 31-year-old Floyd Ferguson, otherwise called Fido. Reports are that the police were to explosions coming from their house shortly. On the arrival of the police, the men were found lying face down in a room with bullet wounds to their heads. Their hands were bound. Several vehicles, including luxury cars, were found at the property. TVJ News understands that the elder Ferguson was an ex-convict having served time for cocaine trafficking. Both men had been on the police's radar for their suspected involvement in lottery scamming. The government is touting a significant reduction in crime across one of the country's largest policing region. National Security Minister Dr. Chang credits the JCF for its work across Area 5, which includes the St. Catherine North and South Divisions, St. Andrew North, St. Thomas, and Clarendon Police Divisions. The first quarter, while murders fell by 56% in the division. St. Catherine North recorded a 45% reduction in murders, while St. saw murders by 68%. A man was killed in a tragic accident in Balvenie Heights, Mandeville, Thursday morning. The victim, identified as 60-year-old Robert Dawes, also known as Vaughn of George Reed District, Mandeville, was sitting under a tree when the steel, which was being delivered to a nearby property, became dislodged from his vehicle. He is believed to have died on the spot. Vaughn was a driver for former Mandeville Division Councillor Sally Porteous, who expressed sadness at the tragic loss. Despite ongoing concerns about Jamaicans seeking overseas employment on the farm work program, the government is again seeking to dispel those fears. Labour Minister Pernell Charles Jr. argues that Jamaica's employment steps have been taken to strengthen the program. Former President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Ian Forte, he passed away at his early age of 89. Justice Forte had a distinguished legal career spanning in Jamaica and the West. He served as Director of Public Prosecutions from 1977 to 1988 before joining the Court of Appeal, where he later became president. In 2007, he was to the controversial death of Pakistan cricket coach Bob Woolmer. Justice Forte also served on appellate courts in the Turks and Caicos and the Cayman Islands, retiring in 2011. He was highly respected across the region for his contribution to law and justice. Justice Forte was the husband of former Member of Parliament Marlene Malahoo Forte. Continues to reshape classrooms around the world. Jamaica is taking steps to ensure teachers are prepared. They recently completed training on a new program aimed at strengthening science, technology, engineering, arts, and math or STEM education. The Ministry of Education initiative was done in partnership with the British Council, eLearning Jamaica, and the National Education Trust. More in this report. President of the University of Technology, UTech, Dr. Kevin Brown, has thrown his support behind Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon's call for reforms across Jamaica's education system. This comes amid concerns over the low percentage of after high school. Who was speaking at Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing, also urged universities to adapt more quickly to the evolving demands of the labor market. Dr. Brown noted that UTech has already developed alternative pathways for students who do not meet training ends. Recovery efforts from a visit to the island. U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of State Taylor announcing to support communities affected by Hurricane Melissa. Details in this report.
The United States an additional $2.5 million. The announcement was made by U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of State Taylor Jarrett during the American Chamber of Commerce at Jamaica's 40th anniversary Ship Award.
$1,500,000 in funding for Hurricane Melissa recovery efforts to Jamaica. This will relief and recovery efforts in Jamaica to more than $24.5 million, supporting home repairs, shelter repairs, water and sanitation, health and nutrition services for people who need it most.
While in Jamaica, Jarrett visited Black River and surrounding communities to see recovery projects being implemented through the International Organization for Migration and UNICEF Jamaica. Accepting the AmCham Jamaica Eagles of the Americas Award on behalf of the United States Bureau of Disaster and Humanitarian Response, Jarrett reaffirmed America's commitment to Jamaica's disaster recovery and preparedness efforts.
The collective leadership exemplifies the whole-of-government approach that has made Jamaica's response to Hurricane Melissa a model of resilience and coordination. Within hours of the disaster, Secretary Rubio deployed the Regional Disaster Assistance Response Team. Urban search and rescue teams followed shortly thereafter. U.S. military aircraft delivered supplies to ISIS. These teams were part of the initial response that helped tens of thousands of Jamaicans in dire need in the immediate aftermath of to recovery. From AmCham members to local entrepreneurs, your rapid mobilization of resources and expertise but most importantly, people, strength and determination inspire us every day.
As the 2026 Atlantic season gets underway, Jarrett said the United States remains committed to working alongside to advance and